brand new banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I can dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy. And, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him. And Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he collapsed during the sun. It was the kick.
And he's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there
goes, oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly. Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the arm with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
I know you motherfuckers thought I was gonna be late. But I wasn't. I'm on time. I made it. I figured it out, y'all. I know how the clock works. I don't know what button I pressed. What the fuck? I'm stuck to my chair. Don't tell nobody because I was spinning. And now I'm out. Give me a second. What it be? How y'all doing? Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. I know I haven't seen ya. I appreciate y'all being here. The show enough is in the building. Let me look out there, Hubby. Who's out? Wait a minute. Who's out there, man? Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you drop a follow. Subscribe. Leave a message. Say you don't want the show to be here running the show no more. You want told back? Write it down. It's all good. Normal guy, you wasn't first because I was first. I was here. How you first? It's not, I'm on Caribbean time, you know, 3 hours ahead. Let me drink my cafecito. If you don't want me to fall asleep, hold on. How y'all doing tonight, man? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to get right into it. Right into it. As you can see, my background says it all. I came ready for war. I made sure I got all the champions up there. But anyways, CM Punk on top of the mountain. Wait a minute. I can't even say Roman Reigns. What's going on? Roman Reigns is holding the title. Kenny Omega heading towards a showdown with Will Ospreay. I think he's facing Will Ospreay for the title. That's a good match. I want to see that. When is that? Is that all out? September 20th? We're going to have to look that up. As you can see, Nick Nemeth won the, I guess he retained the title against Jeff Hardy. I know he was facing Jeff Hardy last week when we were speaking, if I remember correctly. Look at that show knowing facts and shit. Wait a minute.
Huh?
And then the NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo. Y'all already know who that is, but I'm gonna start real quick with you guys. Since I'm by myself, I'm gonna have a conversation with you, the chat, and I would want to know if you started your own wrestling. Let's say you started your own promotion. What's one wrestler from each wrestling? I'm trying to think of the word of what it is. Organization? Which wrestler would you take? Like, what would be your number one draft pick from everybody? What would be your number one draft pick from TNA, AEW, WWE, NXT? I'm trying to get down to the nitty and gritty. Like, who you would choose from every station? Who's your favorite, and why? I think I'm by myself, so I would have to start. For me, WWE, I'm taking the Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief. Mayor is up there. From AEW, who would I take from AEW? I mean, I really enjoyed Kenny Omega. I'll take Will Ospreay though, because of his wrestling. For NXT. Who would I take at NXT? He's not damn. The funny thing is, most of the people that I'm thinking about, I don't think they're in NXT anymore. They brought them up to the major leagues and then they don't really use them. I don't think Carmelo Hayes is still down there. Of course, Trick Williams is not, because he's also came up. So it's like, who's down there still? What are you doing? You really... Ew, with your nasty hands. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. But yeah, I'm thinking about who's left in NXT. I gotta look at the roster. NXT roster. Hold on a second. I wouldn't know this off the top of my head, but like I said, most of the time they promote them and then they don't use them. So you don't even know that they up there. All right, here we go. So no. Charlie Dempsey. Ooh, Montana. Cruz Montana is down there? Nice. I haven't seen him in a while. I thought he was at AEW with his was it his brother? Wait, and the crazy thing is NXT and why I can't say NXT? What's going on? They don't really have many people down there. Like, I'm looking at the roster right now, and most of them, I haven't seen them in like that. I haven't seen them. Well, Grayson Waller, Ready Player 2. How he got down there? He got demoted? Damn, Toad. Why you doing like that? Sean Legacy? No, Sean Spears. Didn't we see him fight? I think I watched that guy live. Zilla Fatu, he just got there, so no. Tony D'Angelo, the champ. Shiloh Hill, Christian Angel. Am I gonna have to pick one of the girls? Jada Parker? That's crazy. They really brought up like everybody. and they don't use them. Hey, Natalia's down there? Nah. You know what? I'll probably pick Miles Bourne. Then he might have to leave his tag team. I got the crazy thing. I'm gonna have to watch NXT a little more because from the wrestlers I've seen, I don't know any of them. That's crazy. I gotta get better with NXT, y'all. I'm messing up. But anyways, trying to look at the chat. Kevin Owens from WWE for his talking and work skills, even from NXT for his power. Okay, Kevin Owens from WWE for his talking and work skills. I like that. Evil from NXT for his power. Nice. Leon from TNA. Youth and Will from AEW for his heart and hard work. And Jeff Cobb from New Japan Wrestling. Fire. Fire. Shoot, I'll come watch. Sell me some tickets, Mr. Loki. Come to New York. Punk. You know what's crazy? You mentioned Kevin Owens. And he was actually one of the topics because I see that he became the number one contender by winning the Fatal 4. So that means he gets a title shot eventually. Like, is it set in stone? Show hold on, let me read this. Let me put it on so. My boy gonna take me and Ray. Yo, the tag team, we out. We gonna be the announcers to that. But yeah. Okay, nah. I think it is set in stone. I think he's gonna try to go up against CM Punk, if I'm not wrong. Kevin Owens against CM Punk. That should be interesting. I wonder if Kevin Owens the perfect person to challenge CM Punk right now? Like, do y'all feel he's a potential bit? Like, can he actually win? Do you see him winning? Do you want him to win? Funny thing is, he's over now since he came back. He came back from being hurt, and he had that great pop the last time we saw him. So I wonder if that could roll into a championship run for Kevin Owens. That would be fire. I mean, his boy got it, and I disagree with it. I don't care if I'm controversial. Sami Zayn, I don't know. He doesn't ruffle my feathers. Like, what's the saying? Doesn't tinkle. He doesn't. I don't know. Like, he's all right. I would rather Finn Balor than Sami Zayn. But that's me. I got an opinion. Everybody got one. Let me have my own. Kevin should win. But see CM Punk as a money draw. So you think CM Punk could draw more money than Kevin Owens is what you're saying? So they're going to keep him champion because you know everything is business. I agree with it for the fact that I remember seeing Dragunov when he beat back what was his name was Walter, which is Gunther now. And they had a match of the year almost. It was an incredible match. Both chests was red. You didn't know who was going to win. And then Dragunov won. And then to go from that to both careers, like one going straight up to the top and then one just staying parallel, you would have never thought that the guy from that won that fight was the one that stayed parallel. So it's like, I don't understand why he was given the chance and well deserved in NXT, but then once he got to the major leagues, I didn't really see him in anything. I should have straight seen him go into a feud with Gunther. Like they should have had another incredible match, but up there in the big leagues. And yes, I'm a rookie wrestler watcher, so take it easy on me. I'm gonna have rookie opinions. But at least I got one shit. Hold on, let me take this off. A good question about Dragunov. Where you think Dragunov should go end up? Should he go to Mexico? Well, I don't think he fights the Mexican style. New Japan Wrestling? I mean, where do you see him going? While you answer that, I'll continue. I will continue with the stuff I wrote down. Hot take. All right, my bad. I wanted to make sure I read it so I could say it smoothly. I don't want to sound like I'm reading. But do you guys feel CM Punk is more valuable to WWE as the champion or chasing the championship? Like I remember when Cody Rhodes was actually the champion and CM Punk was chasing. He was facing about 3 to 4 people trying to make it to the top. And to me, he seemed a lot more valuable to the company that way. Had even more more matches, more things to put him in. Now that he's champion, like I feel like WWE doesn't know what to do. Like, who do we put him with? Who takes the title from him? Even though I'm not gonna lie, Kevin Owens is not bad. I don't know how that match is gonna be. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, Kevin Owens does end up taking that title. Then because I see a lot of options through there. Once Kevin Owens wins, they could have a few storylines where he continues to defend the title and wins, eventually ending up where his best friend and former champion Sami Zayn either turns on him or he turns on his friend, or something like that, to the point that they end up one end up a babyface, and of course, and now you can have them face off for the title. But that's just me. And no, I do not. I don't want Sami Zayn to win that one. But he would make an interesting story with his best friend. But I guess that's predictable. They did that with Mega Powers. Excuse me. CM Punk is a good chase. Hold on. Let me put it on screen so people can see what I'm reading. CM Punk is a good chaser now. So you agree with me? He's a better chaser than he is a champion. I wonder how the numbers are doing. I wonder how merchandise, like the numbers that actually keeps champion. I wonder how's it going in the CM Punk era. Doesn't seem like it's going too well to me. Maybe I'm tripping. Question number 2. Who would you want to take the title from CM Punk? And are we going to exclude Kevin Owens? Or, because that would have been my answer already, immediately. He just got the title, and we're already taking it. Next. I know we don't want. Crazy thing is, I wouldn't mind if Obafemi destroys him. Pause.
Huh?
But Obafemi is currently. Excuse me. Let me finish chewing. Hold on. My apologies. My son brought me a pizza. Like on purpose. Sabotage. I wish he brought me another one. Anyways. Obafemi, I see right now he's in a feud with Braun Breaker. And the crazy thing is I made a video about that. Because at the beginning, I wanted to express what had happened on Monday. At the beginning of the show, I saw Braun Breaker come out. This is before Oba came out. And the way he was acting made him look so tall. Like he really, like I was tripping. Like I thought he was way taller than Paul Heyman. So he's out there. He's being tough. He's being dope. Like everything he's always doing. The animal, the barking. It had me excited. Like, oh shit, he about to. Like, I can't wait to see him German suplex Oba. And then Femi comes out, bro. And Femi is standing across from him. And it looks like his shoe is bigger than him. Like, Paul Heyman, from the clip I made, Paul Heyman is actually taller than him. And I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy how the way he was acting made him look taller. I ain't gonna lie. He reminds me of my coworker, my co-host. They are exactly the same. You would think, well, he does say he's 6'7". You would think he's 6'7", though. But yeah, that explains why I was tripping. I thought I was making fun of Braun. So I'm pretty sure he could German suplex my ass in a heartbeat. I was gonna ask question number 3, but I'm pretty sure I think I know the answer because you guys don't really like this guy, but are they gonna just give the title right back to Cody Rhodes? Like, do you see him being champion again? Because I feel like that's the company champion right there. That's the baby, super baby face you sent to all over the world to just promote your brand, like carry the title. Him and Roman Reigns. So I wonder if they'll end up putting the title back on him, which I know you guys would hate. Crazy thing is they have so many people that they don't use that I could see being better champions than Cody Rhodes, or at least fresh, like to make things fresh. But the company has gotten to the point where they just let me down so much that I don't ever think they're going to give us what we want. I wonder if everybody feels that way. Like, if we want left, they're going to go right. So I wonder if we got to start cheering for the people who we don't like and booing the people we like. And then they'll make champions of the people we don't like. Yay. Genius. All right, so speaking about champions, I wanted to speak about Roman Reigns. And I know Roman Reigns is the heavyweight WWE heavyweight champion. And I know that WWE has a tournament on the way to determine who's the next challenger in September in Mexico City in Raw, September 14th. So in 2 weeks, basically, they're going to have a tournament. The story is getting amazing amongst them. If y'all watch Raw with me, y'all know that Solo attacked Roman with a Samoan spike, while Jacob just stood there, just staring. And I don't know if they was foreshadowing, because the problem was Roman Reigns went and got 2 of the Ulafalas, I guess, for the captains, and only gave his cousins, Jay and Jimmy, one. And my boy Jacob was in the corner like, yo, where my shit at? So the whole time, no matter what would happen, he just stood there in that corner. And like I said, Solo attacked Roman. Jacob just stood there. So we know we have drama. What's going on, Jenna? How you feeling? We know we have drama in the bloodline. But now I'm starting to wonder if WWE is setting up for something bigger than just the bloodline feud. Like, I wonder what the plan is. Because they already, like, they basically just got together. And they got together under this hectic pretense because he was beating his cousins to them bring him over to the bloodline. It's not like they were joining willingly. So they had drama coming in. So I wonder what they were setting up for, because they already were foreshadowing something not going right from the way that they joined. I wonder, well, this is not one of the questions, but now that I look at what I was looking at, I wonder if this is a way to take the title from Roman under some family drama type BS. Because usually Roman Reigns doesn't lose 1, 2, 3. Something has to happen. The ropes got to break. There has to be an earthquake. He lost because of that earthquake. Without that earthquake, he would have been good. Which is cool. And you can't fault him for that, because from what I was hearing with Hulk Hogan, he didn't like doing anything that made his character look bad. So I'm pretty sure there's plenty of wrestlers the same way. But since, Janelle, you just joined, all of y'all, quick questions for y'all. Who y'all think, who should be the person to take the world title from Roman Reigns? And I'll give y'all some options. LA Knight, we got Penta, we got Toe Tag's favorite, Seth Rollins, we got Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa. Or if y'all want to pick somebody different, y'all could pick somebody different, but just giving y'all some options. For me, and it probably would never happen because they don't have the balls. Like Toe would say, they don't have the balls to do it. But if Penta would become champion, like world heavyweight champion, that joint would be so fire. Now, I don't know what version I would want to actually defeat Roman Reigns. I'm lying. I do know what version I want, but I don't know if it would go right with Roman Reigns, because then Roman Reigns would have to be the face. If we had Penta Black against Roman Reigns, I know y'all usually give me a hard time if I try to put two baby faces against each other or two heels. But Penta Black taking the title from Roman, oof. LA Knight, like my coworkers would say, my counterparts would say, I feel like his hotness is gone. Not his fault. It's like WWE never gave him a true chance. They kept dangling him in front of the almost first spot and then always bringing him back. He never got the win that brought him over ever, like the big win. To this day, he's like another Drew McIntyre to me. Even though later on in life, Drew McIntyre did become champion. But I remember when Drew McIntyre always used to lose. I don't even hear that name anymore. Seth Rollins, I don't want him. I don't want Seth Rollins to do anything. Let him rest. Like one of my partners said, Seth Rollins and his wife can't be together. One has to be gone, because I heard Becky came back and now he's gone. Jacob Fatu. Would I want Jacob Fatu to be his cousin? Nah. If y'all not gonna give my boy main event Jay the championship long enough, Jacob not ready yet, and neither is Solo. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I've been loving the Solos and his cousins, little interactions, the kills, the warning shots. Like, it's been entertaining. His promo's been entertaining. Now, is he ready to be up top and be champion? Crazy thing is, they're gonna play him like they did with his brothers. To me, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll give him a chance. You never know. Now, another question I have for you guys, and I propose, if we do take the title from Roman Reigns, does that make him more interesting or less? Like, same question I have for you guys with CM Punk. Now that he has lost the title, well, I think my answer with Roman Reigns is different though. Because I feel like he brings the company a lot more money, and he is a lot more valuable to the company as the heavyweight champion. I don't feel he's as valuable chasing, even though without the title, he was doing the same amazing stuff he was doing before. The same promos, the same smoothness, the same cockiness. He was the same guy. So to me, he is a lot more valuable. He looks a lot more imposing with his title. Because I've seen him without it. And he, like I said, he was still cool, but I prefer him with the title. And I prefer him running the company, the face of the company, like being the champion for us. I feel like the numbers go up when Roman Reigns is on the throne. And it's obvious because it's like when the company was going down, they went back to what they knew worked. Bring Roman Reigns back. They probably gave him a raise because he started showing up on TV more. And now we got to give him the title. Babe Ruth is back. But I don't fault them, bro. I would have did the same thing. Now, they have the Raw champion doing his job, doing what he has to do. I don't feel like CM Punk equals or even compares to Roman Reigns. So who can we make champion on that side to actually equal and try to raise the SmackDown value? Because SmackDown was number one before. And since Roman Reigns lost the title, since the Bloodline storyline, it's been gone. Like that's what was holding it up. I wonder why. I wonder if the opposite effect is happening. Like, is Raw being held up by the Bloodline? Or Raw would still be interesting without the Bloodline? Another question. Damn, I'm bringing bangers. All right, so Roman Reigns is champion. Let me think here. Oh, we don't gotta be so. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so. Let me put that. Hold on. Let me know if that's a no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's too fast. I need to chill. There you go. All right. So back to what I was saying. I'm booking the next 6 months of the Bloodline. And if you guys want, you can tell me where I'm going wrong. And maybe this is not maybe. This is my fantasy storyline. We're gonna start with Roman Reigns. I don't know if I want to use the word fucking up. I want to make a clip. I don't want to be cursing, but I'm gonna start with Roman Reigns dismantling Solo Sikoa for that damn chop, that damn finger to the throat that he did on Monday. We're gonna start with my cousin. I'm gonna whoop his ass. So Roman Reigns against Solo, and of course I'm gonna have him come up on top. Pause. Yeah, he's gonna win. After Roman Reigns finishes with Solo Sikoa, I feel like it's only fair that I'm gonna go after the guy that just stood in the corner looking like a fool. And I'm gonna even during the promos and all that, I'm gonna run the tape back and show what he did to me. And this is why I'm gonna whoop your ass. So the next fight after that, I would put Roman Reigns against Jacob Fatu. And that already is 2 pay-per-views. Interesting ones with stories. Now, again, I'm gonna have Roman Reigns come out winning. Like I said, I like him better as champion. I don't like him chasing. Well, not that I don't like him chasing, but ain't no point. Who you gonna be chasing? Like, who's better? Unless Oba's the champion. Hey, I'll take that. But after that, I force the Usos to pick a side. Are you with me? You with them? And you better not give me the wrong answer, because I might make a match with you. Crazy thing is, after I force the Usos to choose sides, this is where I get the heel turn. This is where I have the family finally break out what they've been hinting at the whole time, since everybody's been joining under force, or it seems like under force. Like, so I would have the Usos actually pick Jacob Fatu, and they turn on Roman, and Jacob Fatu becomes the new leader with the Ula Fala. Crazy story. Like, hey, nobody told you how to let show run the show. Fuck that. Y'all left me in charge. Jacob Fatu is winning. He's the new leader of the Bloodline. Now, my question to y'all, since I gave y'all 4 matches. I gave y'all almost a whole year of storyline. But the only part I left in the air, so you guys can help me, is who should be the final boss of the Bloodline storyline? And second question to that, is Roman still tribal chief if somebody else holds the title? True. Is Roman Reigns still tribal chief if Jacob Fatu becomes the new leader? See, now I want to edit some of the story because when I asked who should be the final boss of the Bloodline storyline, there's only one legit guy that should be the final boss, and he never actually made it to the WrestleMania he was supposed to go to for John Cena. But we never got to. Did we ever get to see the match, the dream match we've been waiting for? The Rock against Roman? Because I know they try to play us that WrestleMania, and they made somebody fight twice so that we could see some type of variation of what we wanted. So I think Roman and The Rock were tag teams. A tag team, but I don't remember them going up against each other. But like I said, the legit final boss should be The Rock. I don't know if The Rock could go. He's definitely not as muscular or the same Rock he used to be, so I don't know if he could even look imposing. I don't know if he could work. But that would be the final boss to me. And I don't know if I would want to see The Rock against Jacob Fatu. That's why I would want to change my storyline a little. I would want to see The Rock against Roman. I don't want to see Jacob jumping from everywhere, hitting this old man, breaking his bones. Ow. That's just me. That joint just messed up my whole storyline.
Oh, fuck you, Mama Webble.
All right, so let's switch over to AEW because I know I don't know much about them, but I do have to talk about them. They are part of wrestling. But I do see that Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay are heading towards an AEW World Championship match at All In London on August 30th, like I have. Wait a minute. I don't have that one. I didn't put that one on there. I put All Out. This is All In. Pause.
Huh?
But yeah, this is in London, and I didn't put this one up on my graphics. It's taking place August 30th, so this should be happening this weekend, I think. No, in 10 days. Correction. My apologies. So in 10 days, Kenny Omega goes up against Will Ospreay for the title. Okay, time out. I read that wrong. That's not August. That's why. Correction. What I meant to say is on August 30th, the rivalry became extremely personal and dynamite, including Omega putting Ospreay through a table with one winged angel from the shoulder. Bloop. I should have brought a clip to play, but I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. You know, thinking too. I get too creative. I don't want to get my boy Toe in trouble. But that was the last to the feud, I guess. Crazy thing is with what I've been watching with those two, it feels like this is just not another match. It feels like AEW is trying to take their biggest swing. Like they're trying to put both of their marquee players up against each other. And they're saying these are two of the best wrestlers of the generation of any company. Like I don't know if that makes sense. They're like showing their best because these two are amazing to me. They're gonna have one hell of a match, but I wonder is it gonna stand out? Because it always happens at AEW where they have great matches. Kenny Omega against Daniel Bryan. I'm confusing both names. Daniel was pretty good. I think I went to see that one live with the boys, where they went 35 minutes and it was a draw. I wonder, I'm pretty sure these two have faced before, have gone up against each other before. I wonder what the record is. Like, I wish I could find it, but I wonder what the record amongst them are. And I wonder if you guys want to join in and tell me who y'all think should win or who y'all want to win. For me, I've always been a Will Ospreay fan. Now he's going up against somebody else that I'm pretty versed with. But I still would choose Will Ospreay over Kenny Omega. To me. But then where do you go from there? Because that's the one thing about AEW. It's so the storylines are so random that they don't intertwine, so you really can't follow. Who would be a great person? And don't tell me John Moxley to actually go up against Will Ospreay. They don't have good people like Penta over there no more, so. I got a question for you guys. Since I always choose Will Ospreay, who do you think is a better wrestler? Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay? And why? Is it the eight? Well, are we gonna say they're both in their prime? Because I know Kenny Omega's a little older than Will Ospreay. Well, maybe I'm chirping. You know what? Because I was thinking wrestling ability, Will Ospreay will wash him, but so forget wrestling ability. Who is the biggest star? And I wonder, that's crazy because I think Kenny Omega will win that one. Now, if Kenny Omega loses the title to Will Ospreay, should Kenny Omega immediately chase the title again? Or should he disappear from the championship picture? And I feel it's crazy because I feel like Kenny Omega is in the same position as Roman Reigns, where I'm more interested in him as the champion, but he is fine without the title. He doesn't need to be with the title. Just looks better to me. And I guess follow-up question. If he does lose the title to Will Ospreay, who do y'all want Will Ospreay next match to be against? Or vice versa. If you want Kenny Omega to win, who do you want him to feud with next? Even though this match against Will Ospreay should be fantastic, bro. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch that live. Now, I don't know much about TNA. I know Nick Nemeth is the world champion. I know he defended it recently against Jeff Hardy. I actually watched that. I remember telling you guys. Now, I know TNA is headed to... Am I wrong? Is it into lockdown? Or is it into Bound for Glory? Is there another? Hold on. Let me look it up. TNA pay-per-views schedule. I don't want to be mistaken. No, I'm right. Bound for Glory in Tampa. Okay, I ain't tripping. I made the graphic directly. But back to what I was saying. I feel like, and this is coming from watching my boys and being here, I feel like a lot of people complain that there aren't enough wrestling options, but then people ignore the other options like TNA. I would ask you guys, if you only had to watch one for the next year, which one would it be? But I already know everybody's gonna pick WWE. It's like the major leagues. Like I said, nobody actually gives. Everybody wants a second option, and then when there is a second option, nobody really wants to give it a chance. Even though with AEW, I remember us and the guys giving it a chance, and then little by little, they lost it from us because they couldn't keep our attention. They couldn't keep storylines. They had congratulations, you had a roster of great wrestlers, but you weren't doing much with them. Sorry, I'm reading. All right, so looking up some info about something else I wanted to talk about, because I wanted to speak. That's why I made everything on the graphic. I wanted to speak about every part of wrestling with you guys. And NXT is next. Tony D'Angelo, as you can see in the graphics, is champion. And his next major challenge is the Fatal 4-Way involved. The crazy thing is involving Grayson Waller, person that Toad doesn't like. Ready Player One is what he calls him. He said he looks like a generic player in 2K. Cruz Montana, who I really like from AEW and from around the way. I heard not that I heard, I know he's from the Bronx. So anything from the Bronx, me and total support. Silla's getting a chance at that. So it's gonna be Tony D'Angelo against Cruz Montana, Silla Fatu, and Grayson Waller. Now, my question to y'all is, I'm gonna have a couple questions about that. First of all, is Tony D'Angelo ready to be considered a legitimate main event WWE superstar? Like, is he ready to come up? And from what I was seeing earlier, it would be bad because NXT doesn't have much of a roster, because it seems like they are bringing most of them up. And my second question, of course, since I told you what the match was, who do you feel walks out the winner of that four-way? I personally don't want Grayson Waller to win. Now, Silla Fatu just coming in and being over would be an interesting win already, but I think it's too soon. Cruz Montana, like I said, has been my boy for a while, since he was in the tag team, since he won the tag team titles in AEW. And to me, would be my choice if you are going to take the title from D'Angelo. I don't know if Silla, like, I would do something where it shows that Silla could have won, like maybe knock out the ref. Silla could hit him with his move, cover, the crowd is screaming to like 5 to like 10. It's like, damn, if the ref was up, you could have been champion type stuff. But then the real champion emerges. Cruz does something. I don't know exactly what he's going to do, but he ends up winning it. To me, would be dope, because it would set up Silla, but at the same time, it won't make him champion too early. That would be my, you know what's crazy? That would be my another question for you guys. Would Zilla winning the NXT championship be the biggest shot or the smartest move? Like, I know it's too early. I know he just got there. But would that part of the story make him make him being champion more interesting, since he is new, since he just got there? People would want to see where he would go from there as champion, which I don't think that's how wrestling works. So I think he needs to pay his dues and wait. But I would be shocked. I personally would be shocked if Silla won. Let me drink some coffee because I'm gonna be ready. You know, my new thing in the show is rapid fire questions. Now, eventually, once my boy comes back, we're gonna go back and forth and actually talk about this. It's gonna be a little more interesting. But now I do it for myself, and usually people in the chat, if y'all want to answer and join in, don't be scared. Rapid question, and I'll be answering. And the first one is pretty easy, because my first one is going to be CM Punk or Roman Reigns, since they are both up top. And I would immediately say Roman Reigns, for the facts I said earlier. he brings so much value to the company as a champion. He brings value to the company as a non-champion. I don't feel CM Punk does the same. Matter of fact, I feel CM Punk brings more value without the title. Next question. Kenny Omega or Will Ospreay? And to me, this is a lot closer than you would think. For not the obvious reason, because Will Ospreay is a high flyer. Like, his wrestling is amazing. His moveset is out this world. But then I feel like Kenny Omega could keep up with him. It's like two different styles of dancers, but it's like, I know we dance differently, but I could keep up with you, brother. And I feel that way about Kenny Omega, but I would pick Will Ospreay from the two. Question 3. Best wrestler alive right now? Oof. Best wrestler alive right now? That is a great question. And I'm thinking hard because I don't want to go again with Will Ospreay. Because that would have been my answer, but I don't want to be cliche and keep picking the same person. That's crazy. I can't really. Who's somebody? I'm gonna have to say Will Ospreay. I can't really think of somebody that's better than him. And that's what I was trying to think of. Like, who's better than Will Ospreay? Big Fool, what's up, my brother? How you doing? Question number 4. Most overrated wrestler right now. Overrated. Who's overrated? Seth Rollins. Oh shit, that was easy.
Huh?
Why you say that, Big Food? You know Toe loves you. We love you here at the Nukkle Hedd. You one of the originators. Now, who's the most underrated wrestler right now? Like, who's somebody that the company doesn't use the way they're supposed to be used? And I'll give you my answer. For right now, my answer is Finn Balor. Especially being able to use the demon moniker whenever you could to actually, like, Super Saiyan my boy. He should have been champion eventually. He could have beat Roman at least once. Why are they being like that? Question number 6. Who's a wrestler you would love WWE to sign? And I'm going to pick somebody that's actually been in WWE before. I'm lying. I was going to say I wish they would sign Karrion Kross back with Scarlett. I don't know why they let him go to begin with. But then I thought, you know who somebody I would want to see in WWE? to actually get a view, but then again, they would ruin him. My boy Kenny Omega, and he refuses. I'm pretty sure they've made him plenty of offers, and he always turns them down. Now, I'm going to divert that question to AEW. Who's a wrestler you would want AEW to sign? Ooh, I got one. For me, a wrestler I would want AEW to sign is Chelsea Green. I feel like WWE doesn't let that girl shine. And I feel like AEW actually show their girl off well. So I would want Chelsea Green to sign with AEW. You confused, Big Food? Toe had to take a vacation for 2 weeks. He's a human. He needed a break. So I took over, plain and simple. And now I changed the password and he never coming back. Sorry. But question number 8. Who's a wrestler that need a championship immediately? Great question, show. For me, I would love to see my girl Jade at the top. I would love to see her finally defeat Rhea Ripley too. I feel like she always loses to her. That's from the females. Immediately from the males, Obafemi. They need to stop playing. It's about time. He is the king of the ring. Next should be number 1 contender or something. After Braun Breaker, it should be straight to the top. Like, it should be champion. I don't know how you work the storyline to where he gets to Roman Reigns. But it's about time. You know, damn, y'all made me think. Do they take the title off of Roman so that Oba could beat the other guy and not Roman? So that Roman could still be imposing and come back and try to challenge him? Because like I said, he's valuable to the company either way, chasing or a champion. Food for thought. Next question. Who has the best entrance in wrestling right now? For me, I don't want to go with Obafemi because I want to pick somebody different. Even though I do enjoy his entrance, the strut, the shadow. It looks like the shadow goes through the whole arena when they turn off the light and put a light behind him. The walking out, I like him. Like that, he's one of my favorites. But I wanted to give you a different answer. Who's my crazy thing? I used to like Jay, but it's getting on my nerves now. See, so same thing with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. They used to be good, but they're getting on my nerves now. Seth Rollins as well with the sing along. can't really think of aside from Oba. Maybe Kevin Owens. I really enjoyed his last entrance. So Kevin Owens and Oba. I'll pick both of them. Since we picked the entrance, what's the best wrestling theme song ever? I wish my guys was here. That's the question I would ask them. Or I would want to know from them. I wonder if Toad's favorite song is Real American, Hulk Hogan stuff.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
But I doubt it. He's never mentioned that to me. My favorite entrance is Stone Cold. Break the glass, the broken. Funny thing is, I like Stone Cold like the earlier years. The music he used to have that sounded like ranchy. It wasn't really perfected. It sounded like it was live. Like the music was slower. On. Like it was dope. I used to like the earlier years Stone Cold. Then little by little they started changing it. The Rock used to be one of my favorite theme songs too. Crazy thing is, back in the days, they used to sell the CD with all the theme songs on it. And I used to buy it and actually play the music and come out walking out like one of the wrestlers. I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one, bro. This was like a thing to do when we were kids. Well, people my age. Nowadays, you could just go on the computer and find the song. Back then, you had to go on a CD or record it off the radio. We didn't have computers. Who else used to be my... Oh, I used to love Triple H, the Motorhead one. I used to love listening to that. It's time to play the game. Yes. I used to love that song, Big Food. Now, the next question I don't even want to ask is a no-brainer. The best heel right now is Roman Reigns. And I'm going to say MJF is second. But I haven't seen MJF in a while. The MJF I knew back then when he used to walk around with the Burberry tie, the ring, cling, that one was giving Roman Reigns some competition. I don't know if I remember correctly from the storyline where he tried to be somebody's best friend. I don't know if it was Adam Page or something. It was somebody that turned on him. So they made him a little different. I don't know if he continued to be the same. But the MJF back then was number 2 to me. Since I asked heels, I wonder what the best babyface right now is. And I think I told y'all my answer earlier, but I might have to think about it a little more. Because I feel like Cody Rhodes is the best company babyface. But I don't know if he's the best babyface all around. I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else? Is Oba a babyface? If Femi is a babyface, I'm gonna pick Femi. But damn, he's a strong ass babyface. All right, next question. Most disappointing storyline this year. Was John Cena's storyline this year the one that got screwed up with the Travis Scott and the Rock? Because that was disappointing to me. But maybe I went too far. But I had to go that far because that to me, that was my biggest disappointment. By the way, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Don't be like that. We're going to get to 10,000 before Toe gets here. But yeah, what is your guys' most disappointing storyline this year? Or a storyline that you watched that didn't pay out the way you feel it should have? To me, another one, the Jey Uso championship run. I don't know if that was a storyline, but that was disappointing as well. So those two would be my answer. Now, the next question I haven't asked in a while, and hopefully I get to ask it next week. But what's a match that you would want to see that hasn't happened? I actually ask this question every year because I remember one year was Brock Lesnar against I was gonna say Bruce Almighty. I forgot his name. I really forgot his name. The Hurt Business. Yikes. Give me a second. I really forgot his name. I'm drawing a blank. There you go. Bobby Lashley. I remember one year I asked that question. And the answer was Bobby Lashley against Brock Lesnar. Then I asked one year and it was Roman Reigns against The Rock. Like, I remember asking this question multiple times because we actually got to ask this every year. Maybe the match that you wanted already happened. But what's the match that hasn't happened that you would want to happen? Vision versus Alpha Academy? Ooh. Nice. Gunther versus Oba? Fire. I wonder how that would go. Because I don't know how strong we're going to make Oba against Gunther. Like, do we do what we did with Brock Lesnar where Gunther hits him with the special a few times and he gets out? Like, do we give him some offense? We got to make him look strong. Or do we just let him destroy Gunther? I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Loki. Those was low-key some good matches. I still want to see the Usos against wait a minute. Did I forget the Young Guns? I was gonna say, did I forget their name? And that's been my answer a few years. That would be a dope tag team. Where would I want it to happen? Probably at AEW, so they could be themselves. Or them against the Usos. Damn, brother. I'm so mad. I just thought about something. We have a chance to have a match that I've been wanting to happen that we never thought could happen. We could have the Usos take on the Lucha Brothers. And at a good, like a WrestleMania, oh man, that would be such a good match. And these people don't even have the Lucha Brothers together, man. That's crazy. Let me hold on, Mr. Loki. I appreciate your participation. Let me add you to the stream. He said Vision and Alpha Academy. He said Gunther versus Oba. And third, but not least, Jacob versus Oba. And that would be fire. Because I could see Jacob getting off some offense on Oba. Maybe doing one of those most amazing, most beautiful moonsault on Oba. Maybe doing it 3 or 4, though not even 2 or 3 times. Getting back on the rope, blink. Getting back on the rope, blink. Getting back on the rope, blink. And then Oba still gets out 2.5 maybe. Versus the Lucha Brothers would be fire. I agree. They could do so much, but they neglecting their tag team division. The Lucha Brothers should be tag team champions, bro. I can't believe they don't got him. Even though I see that his brother Ray Phoenix actually won. Well, he won his match in the tournament, so he's moving forward. But I don't feel like. Okay, see, on Monday I think he won his match against Elvis Scott to move forward, but I don't know if they're gonna give him the chance. Damn, that might be the people that go after them. Like, I wouldn't want to waste everybody. Put the Usos against the Lucha Bros. Maybe the winner of that takes on the tag team champions. Then after winning the titles, the winner from that takes on the Street Profits. And you just had half a year to a year of storylines. Damn, I make it sound easy. Just say some wrestler's name and that's it. We got a storyline. Now, last question of the rapid, not so rapid fire, because I try to slow it down. Who should be the main event of WrestleMania 43? Like, are we ready to ask that question? Who's coming in as champion? Who's coming in as the challenger? Are we throwing Roman Reigns in immediately into the pot? Matter of fact, that's going to be my answer. Short, simple, and sweet. I'm going to have Obafemi finally go up against Roman Reigns after half a year of build-up. If they could do a build-up like Hulk Hogan against the Ultimate Warrior, where they had 2 phenoms going up against each other, that would be fire. And if we do have Oba and Roman Reigns up against each other in WrestleMania 43, do we finally pass the baton like Hulk Hogan did to the Ultimate Warrior? Does Oba finally gets the win? Does Roman get another break, even though he just came back? Would Femi winning over Roman diminish Roman? Like, would it make him weak? Or I feel like Femi winning anybody. Like, he beat Brock. And he took Brock Lesnar F5 like 3,000 times. Suplex City. He went to Suplex City and got up So it wouldn't be too drastic of a loss for Roman if somebody this big beats him. I feel like this is why they're waiting so long to put them together, because it should feel like Oba. I don't think Roman could beat Oba. Mr. Loki, let me put you back up there. You too, Mr. Wait a minute. Mr. Loki said Kevin and Finn. Kevin versus Finn versus Sammy versus Evans for the Universal title at WrestleMania. A 4-way as the main event. Crazy thing is, this sounds so possible because this is sort of them. Like, they love throwing everybody together into a match. So I wouldn't even be surprised if this happened. That's crazy. But that would be a hell of a match, though. I ain't gonna lie. Do you think The Rock was good in WWE? One of the best. Growing up, he was one of my favorites. So now that he's a little older, it's more nostalgia to all of us. Just to, like I said, just to see Roman Reigns against The Rock or something like that. But of course, he's not the same Rock. Back when he was younger, though, Dwayne, The Rock, not even Dwayne, when he was The Rock, the Brahma Bull, when he was with the Nation of Domination, and he was the funny person, the silk shirts, then he broke out by himself, man, the promos, the eyebrow, the music, man, I used to love it and do it all in junior high school. Used to walk around with the eyebrow. Used to hit people with the rock bottom. Hit him with the fake slap. Spit it. Fake spit. Clink. So, yeah, The Rock was that good in WWE. One of my favorites. All right. So, that was one of the last questions from the rapid questions. Gonna end it with WrestleMania. All right, so let's play a game. Let me take a sip first. Let's play a game. I'm about to say 5 things, and I want you to tell me which one is completely wrong about. Well, which one I'm completely wrong about. Take 1. CM Punk should hold the WWE Championship for at least another 6 months. Take 2. Roman Reigns is still WWE's biggest overall star. Take 3. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay is currently the most exciting match in wrestling. Take 4. TNA deserves more attention than it's getting. I'm bringing it all together for y'all. Take 5. The Bloodline storyline still has another great chapter left. So, which one am I completely wrong about? CM Punk should hold the title for another 6 months. Roman Reigns is still WWE's overall star. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay is currently the most exciting match of wrestling. TNA deserves more attention than it's getting, or the Bloodline still has another great chapter left. And I'm going to pick my own answer. For me, what is wrong about what I completely said is CM Punk should hold the title, the WWE Championship, for at least another 6 months out of all of those. And I hope that was the same answer for y'all. Because I really don't see what they would, for another 6 months, who's going to go up against him after Kevin Owens? Like, do you have storylines for him? Legit storylines that actually makes the product more interesting? And remember, I'm pretty sure, look, Clash in Paris is August 31st. So I'm pretty sure they have more. Look, October 11th, they're going to be in Australia. So they got a few shows out of the country. And I don't know if out of the country, CM Punk is the draw that they want to see, especially as champion. No disrespect to him, but I wonder how he draws out there in places like Paris or places like Perth. Like, is he gonna get a massive? I can't. The funny thing is, I was trying to be drastic with the pause, but I was actually also thinking about what it's called. There you go. Now I got it. I should have just stayed with the pause and made it look all dramatic. But is he gonna get the pop that he should be getting? Because you're showing up to another country, so your champion, like your this is who represents the company, should be the one they want to see over there in Australia and in France. Okay, we got another answer though. I'll take a break from what I was saying to see this answer. Wait a minute. Show us the Bloodline chapter because it just repeats itself. Funny thing is, show's been saying that as well. It's repetitive, same thing. Who was it? Oh, it was you that said it this when I was watching Raw, and I was telling you that I was looking at it excitedly, and you was like, I don't mean to burst your bubble, show, but same bullshit. Same thing. I know, like it. But yeah, going into those countries, explaining my answer to you, Mr. Loki, because CM Punk would be champion for the next 6 months. And that means he would go into Paris, France as the champion. And he would make it to Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia as a champion. You got to take into consideration what kind of pop he's going to get, or is he even over there? To me, company-wise. Crazy thing is, I was going to ask you which one you disagree the most, but you already gave me the answer. The Bloodline chapter, because it's repetitive. All right. This next segment, I'm going to call it Book It. And I'm going to give you five scenarios. And I want you to book it. That's the name of the show or the name of the segment. So I'm going to start off with CM Punk loses the WWE Championship. And I want you to book it. Who beats him? And I'll take a while. I'm going to take a while answer. Something that would never happen. And I don't even know if he's in SmackDown. But I'll pick Finn Balor. And I'll pick him to beat CM Punk as the Demon, who used to be undefeated to the rope broke against Roman Reigns. So I don't know why they let that character go. When that character should come out on special occasions, and once he comes out, it's like he ain't losing type of stuff. But that's number one. Number two, Roman Reigns loses the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I want you to book it. Who beats him? And this one is easy because I told you early. They make it all the way to WrestleMania 43, where Oba comes in, and Oba against Roman Reigns will probably be one of the biggest matches, just like it was against Brock, especially at WrestleMania. And I booked Oba to beat him. Now, since this WrestleMania, I hope they don't do all the magical stuff. Like, I hope the Undertaker doesn't come out. Like, I don't know if we need all this, even though it would keep Roman strong. But the Undertaker, you know what's crazy? Would be dope if they bring it all together with the Bloodline, and maybe somebody, oh shit, The Rock? Are we gonna bring The Rock to Rock comes in? Do you smell who The Rock is cooking? The Rock bottoms Roman. Maybe Roman recently hit. I can't even. That's not believable because I was gonna say Roman hit Oba with a spear and maybe a Superman punch, and he's finally off his feet. Then The Rock shows up with the rock bottom and puts Oba's arm on Roman type of stuff. But he ain't gonna drag Oba's big ass arm over Roman. That would look weird. That shit would be fire though. Especially if The Rock showed up at the right time. Like, you finally cost me the title. Now you are, but then again, since he cost him the title, how do we save that match long enough to actually put it in an important pay-per-view? Because we would next want to see Roman Reigns against his cousin, The Rock. Like I said, I don't think he could go. But on to book it number 3. Kenny Omega loses to Ospreay. I want you to book it. What's Kenny Omega next move? I'm trying to think what I would choose. I wonder if he goes back to doing stuff with his boys, the VPs, the LVPs, the NYPDs. I don't know. Huh? Goes back to his homies. Now, I personally would have him try to go back after his title, instant rematch type of stuff. But that's me as a fan. And I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't want to see the match again. Now let me pause what I'm saying, because I like to interact with the especially you, Mr. Loki. You've been you are. I'm telling you, when we blow up, I'm gonna make sure anytime I see Mr. Loki, I'm gonna stop and recognize you. My boy was here since day one. But Finn beats Punk and feuds with Kevin, and using their days in the Indies as a reason, overbeats him, and Bronson jumps. Oh shit! You just took my storyline. Bronson jumps him and feeds with him, with Bronson winning once. Okay. You know what you just made me think of? I wonder, because I wanted to mention that, and I'm glad you brought him up. I wonder if Bronson Reed is going to show up when Braun is fighting Femi, and maybe help Braun Breaker get a win over Femi, which would be totally stupid to me, because it's like they keep turning the fire off on him, but at the same time would be dope because Bronson Reed is back, and I seen him on Instagram. Bronson Reed is looking brolic. He's looking nice. He's looking good. I totally forgot that guy was gonna be around the corner, so we don't know when that guy would be coming in. All right. Booking number four. New segment. Let's say they finally let's say they do it, because I'm going down the list. Let's say Silla Fatu wins the NXT championship. I want you to book it. Who's his first feud? Excuse me. Where do they go from there? And there's nobody, I'm trying to think, is there anybody in the bloodline in NXT that could, like, do you see Silla rolling with somebody, or do you leave him by himself? But booking number 4, like I said, if Silla won the championship, who do you have his first feud with? And I'm going to pick his first feud to be with I'm not gonna say Tony D'Angelo, because that's gonna be the champion, and I wouldn't want him to go up against him. Give me a second. Who would I have? You know what's crazy? I know exactly who the first feud is gonna be for my boy. The first feud I would put Silla Fatu in would be against my boy Cruz Santana. And I do not know how I don't have a story of how the feud would start. I don't know. I don't have a story of how to prolong it for 6 months and make it interesting. But I would want them to. I would want them to make a feud. I would want them, like, I would want Cruz Santana interrupting Silla a few times during his matches. Same thing with Zilla. And then they finally meet up. And I don't know if we take you know what's crazy? I would take the title from Silla. All right, let me look at the chat. I don't want to. Mr. Low-Key said, Kenny's next move is to fight Carl Fletcher from the Don family to get his hands on Don Callis. Uh-oh. Did he used to rock with Don Callis? I thought that was his boy. What did he do to him to turn on him? Oh, shit. The final boss is behind me. Go they. But yeah. Booking number 5. Because I only have like 8 minutes. And I want to make sure I finish all the stuff I wrote down. I don't want to save anything for next week. Crazy. Everything I wrote down was perfect. Filled in the space perfectly. Booking number 5 to my boy, Mr. Loki, and everybody out there. WWE and AEW allow one talent exchange. Who are you sending to the other company? And I already answered this question, but I wanted to make it like an official question to make a video and actually ask the people out there and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, everybody out there, who would you trade? And my answer originally was, I'll send Chelsea Green from WWE to AEW, and I will send MJF from AEW to WWE. Now, Chelsea Green is a wise selection for me because I feel like they're misusing her in WWE. And MJF to me is more of a personal reason. Because I feel like he's been one of the wrestlers that's been used the best, I guess, in AEW. And maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like he's one of the people that has been able to shine in that company. Same with Kenny Omega. But so he doesn't need to change companies, which he didn't, because I remember when his contract came up, he resigned. But that would be more of a personal thing for me. All right. So wrapping stuff up, I got one last question. And I think this is the question I really wanted to ask you guys, or really wanted you guys to answer. If you could bring one wrestler from any okay, let me repeat that because I want this clip to be good. And I want every time I mess up, I'm gonna go back. I don't care.
Girl, fuck you, Mama Webble. Mighty Cone Mama Pinga.
But if you could bring one wrestler from any era back today in their prime, who would you bring back? And who are you putting against him? Book it. Last question. Who would you bring back and who would you put him against? And give me a second to think, because I should have came ready with my own answers, but I only had time to actually think about the questions and not really write down which I should have wrote down the answers. But nah, I made it on time, which was my number one goal. Be here by 9. So I want to give you the answer live. So while I'm thinking, don't flip on me. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 2 answers, and I'm gonna pick 2 people because I don't feel that the one person I would pick now would be able to go against the star that they're trying to build now. My first person would be Shawn Michaels. And it's because I would want to see Shawn Michaels working with all these people that they don't give a chance to because they were of his stature. I feel they are small like Shawn Michaels. And there's a lot of people like that they really don't mess with nowadays that they gave a chance before, I guess. So people like Finn Balor against Shawn Michaels. Jey Uso against Shawn Michaels would be fire. Who else they don't give a chance to that would be... I don't know if Pac is back in WWE. No, not Pac. Aleister Black against Shawn Michaels would be fire. And these are people that they don't really use well. Again, they lost them and they brought them back and they still don't know how to use them well. Which is astonishing to me. Who else would Shawn Michaels be up? Shawn Michaels against Penta. Awesome. So I would bring Shawn Michaels to face all these cruiserweight type of guys that they don't really give a chance to. But then again, he wouldn't be able to go, to me, Shawn Michaels wouldn't be able to go up against Obafemi. So I would want to bring one person to actually impose a little threat on Obafemi. And this is going to be a waste of a pick. And you guys are going to be mad at me. But to go up against Obafemi, I would bring back Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry. Huh? Listen, the world's strongest man against the man that thinks he's the world's strongest man, to me would be a good match. To me. Even though I don't know if Mark Henry would be able to carry that enough to make it interesting. But just in the names. Just in the names. But anyways, I see I got 1 minute, so that's why I'm a little distracted. It's crazy. I made it. I made it dolo. I spoke about a topic I'm usually not well versed on. And I made it, so...
Man, fuck you, Mama Webble. Mighty Cone Mama Pinga.
What this motivates me to do, though, for you guys, is to actually study so that next time, even if I am alone, I'll be a little more well-versed. I'll be able to have more interesting conversations with y'all, even though I think I did a great job. I mean, I had a great question for you guys. I made great graphics for you guys. Come on, man. Y'all can see next pay-per-views, current champions. I think I'm going to keep doing that and changing it around as we go. Or, yeah, every week, if the champion changes, I might have to change it. But in closing, that was another night here at the Nukkle Hedd Network. I'm sure you had to deal with me solo tonight. I do apologize. That is not my fault. If some of the facts or stuff I said was not correct, or you felt it wasn't correct,
Man, fuck you, Mama Webble. Mighty Cone Mama Pinga.
I tried my best. Fuck that. I did what I had to do. And I showed up on time. I didn't tell y'all.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
And showed up at 9:30. So, but I appreciate you guys. Mr. Loki, everybody else out there that showed up. Big Food. Excuse me. My boy Big Food. I came in there. normal guy, I saw you. You was first. To all you guys, you were my. Give me a sec. I'm sorry. There you go. Lost my track of time. But anyways, you guys were my co-hosts, and I appreciate y'all. So if you're watching YouTube, hit that like, subscribe, leave me the hottest wrestling take in the comments. And remember, don't just watch wrestling. Talk Wrestling with Toe and Show. Make sure you show up every Thursday, 9 p.m. We're always here. Tomorrow, we're going to be back with the Toe and the Show, where one of my best shows because I could be able to talk to you about anything. Usually, I've been talking to you about becoming a man because I'm getting up there in age. Not old, but not a teenager. I'm not 25 no more, so we've been talking men topic. So tomorrow I'm gonna see if I could build a show around that. We'll be back at 9. I'll make sure to be on time. I appreciate y'all guys. Thank you for giving me y'all time. Appreciate y'all showing up. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all was here with me. And good night. I'm trying to think. Well, the reason is I'm stuck. I'm trying to think of that damn saying Toe says. It's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace. Good night.